and then stop the streaming. Stop streaming this right here. Here we go. And then we should be live. We should be live right now, dude. I don't know if we are or not. Hello, 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 hello. Can y'all hear me? Bro, this is crazy, dude. This is the first time that's ever happened in my life. This is the first time that's ever happened, bruh. That's so crazy, dude. That is so nuts. Hold on, bro. Where the music at, bro? That's so nasty, G. That's so crazy, too, because I'm like, huh. Hold on. They eyeing your shit? Yeah, I know. It's low-key kind of interesting, I'll be honest with you. I gotta be honest. Because what the fuck? That's so nuts. That's so crazy. They've never done that before. Never done that. Never done that at all. That shit is gone. Like, you gonna zoom in, nigga? You good? You good, G? You good, bro? Damn. There you go. They've never done that before, bro. They got my shit taken down. Dog. It was nuts. It was, what videos did they so they took down the Mewtwo and the Diancie video. I want you to know, I was sitting here and I was cooling, and I checked the chat, and Ryzen had tweeted, or not tweeted, he had posted, he had added me, he was like, yo, they took my videos down. I'm like, what you mean they took the videos down? I check his shit, they're gone. I check my shit, they're gone. So I'm like, okay. Super interesting. That's so weird. That's so weird. They took people's videos down when it came to the Petra event not long after the second Skyrim DLC dropped. Really? They gotta be mad at you talking about the leaks. It's so weird. They've never done that before. I've never gotten a Nintendo video I've never had Nintendo themselves take it down. Cause I was sitting there and I was like, what the fuck? What got taken down? They striked everything. They were like, yo, no. I'm like, oh, okay, got it. Got you. So unfortunately, those videos would just have to be in the limbo. They can take them down if they want to. There's a Mewtwo event in game, so it's inside of the files, and mind you, I have 2 copies of the game. I have one on the Switch 2 and then one on the Switch 1, but apparently that doesn't like warrant me being able to like play the game or like do something with the game. I don't know, but they took that shit down. They took that shit straight down for it, which does suck. But I mean, it is what it is. I feel like it's Nintendo. They're gonna do whatever the fuck they want at this point. They can. Like, who's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's gonna check them, you know? Nobody's gonna check Nintendo, so it sucks, but hey, what can you do? They took that shit down. Like, I sat here because the videos, mind you, the videos are doing great. I don't know why YouTube took forever to like update those views, but the videos, the videos took my shit. The views are growing crazy. I saw a comment you made saying Nintendo fuck with me. Hey, and they did. And they did. And they did. I guess this is like, I'm assuming that like, this is their like, what's the word? This is their action against like people like talking about like the leaks and shit. So if those videos got taken down, I'm going to assume that other people's like leaked videos are going to be taken down, because if they got taken down, Lord knows what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Because if those videos got taken down, I'm pretty sure those leaked videos are going to get taken down. Which is, you know, whatever. I knew I wasn't tripping when I saw the Mewtwo video earlier, and now it's gone. That shit's out of here. The video was great, though. The video is phenomenal. I actually, I don't even know if I want to re-upload that video. And like just wait. I'm probably not gonna do that shit. I probably just wait to the actual release. But I'm surprised though they didn't they took that video down, but like that was so weird. That was a weird takedown, bro. So as you can see, everybody, Nintendo has attacked me, a young black content creator. Unfortunately, I am going bankrupt, as you can see. I'm not gonna put the videos on your website. Huh. 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 Probably not. I'm probably not gonna even try and test that shit, real talk. They're definitely so tight. Pokemon's plans got leaked. Oh, they mad as fuck. For real, they are. For sure. Time to clock into Arby's. Why Arby's? Why Arby's? You could have gave me something else besides the one with the meats, bruh. Real talk. After this stream though, we are gonna be rating somebody over on Twitch. Y'all don't have to go follow, but you know, it's whatever. But I wouldn't even try that shit for real. It sucks though, because those videos are really good. Who's keeping Arby's in business? I have no idea. I have no idea. Nintendo's crashing out. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, dude. It's so crazy, bro. Do you think there's gonna be some kind of pivot for Pokemon since everything got leaked? Fuck no. They're gonna drop whatever. They're gonna drop everything, and you're gonna still pay for it. Fuck are you talking about? Time to hit the Amazon warehouse. Yo, but did you see that Amazon is about to lay off like 50,000 workers tomorrow? Yeah, it's like that. It's so fucked, bruh. They took my ass down. They said, fuck you. I'm like, all right, my fault. Thankfully, shout out to Nintendo. Thankfully, it wasn't a strike. Thankfully, it was not a strike. And I can, you know, still upload and still, you know, make whatever money or whatever. Cause I would hate if I couldn't upload for Lord knows how long and they strike both them fucking videos. Thankfully, that's just not the case. They had some mercy, right? Bro, cause they would have got my ass the fuck. Y'all wasn't gonna see videos for like a week. I would have had to ask them to appeal the shit. They would have said, no, fuck you. I'm like, all right. You know what's crazy though? I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen, I'm gonna say this right now. If they would have claimed the videos and just said, fuck you, we're making money off your videos, I would have kept it up. Real talk. If they would have been like, nigga, we're gonna claim these videos and make money off you, you get nothing, I would have been like, you know what? You can have it. You can have it. You know what, G? Hey, whatever. Take that shit. Use it in an ad or something. I don't give a fuck. Any wish list feature or content you want for ZA or something, maybe have an idea. Person that wants multiplayer rogue mega raids. That might be the next step, low key, in the next game. I don't think that's gonna happen in this one, unfortunately. Though it would be cool to do that. Yo, Ryzen. I can't show this, Ryzen, because they gonna take this shit down. Damn it, bruh. It sucks, man. Nintendo took that shit down. I'm so sad, man. I'm so sad, y'all. Super sad, man. It is what it is. It sucks too, because those videos were doing great. You know what's crazy? Those videos were doing phenomenal. Like real time. It sucks that like it didn't update at the time, but real time those videos are pushing like maybe like 5-6K in real time, and it didn't update for some reason. It didn't update whatsoever. So it's something for it. It's something for it. But it's okay. It's okay. What's good, Ark? Winning Waves is gonna be an MMO or a single player RPG, both probably. Bro, gonna reopen the OF to recoup the losses. The shit is cooked, bro. I couldn't, even if I did do OnlyFans, I couldn't even promote this bitch on here. Cause you know, there's a Pokemon channel, you know, we can't promote porn to the kids. What, but did y'all know, apparently, there's like Nintendo said it apparently, but hold on. They said some shit like the average Pokemon player is like 32 years old, which is super interesting. Super interesting. Super interesting. That's actually really bad, by the way. That's actually really, really bad, because for a genre, or I guess a franchise that's tailored towards children, your average player base being like 20 years older than them is definitely very scary. But you know, it's okay. I also found out that Legend ZA is the what's the word? Is the least sold Pokemon game on the Switch, which is super interesting. Super interesting, because Scarlet and Violet outsold it, Legends Arceus outsold it, Sword and Shield definitely outsold it. I'm not sure if Let's Go did. I'm not sure if Let's Go did, but in the same amount of times, it didn't do what it's supposed to do. Switch 1 or Switch 2. So the thing about it is, right, it sold 5 point something million equally. So like 50% of both, 50% of both the Switch 1 and the Switch 2, which means on the Switch 1, all the other games beforehand, it sold, those on a single console sold more than all that shit together, is what's being said. So Legends Arceus on the Switch 1 sold more than both versions of the game. You get what I'm saying? It's 5.8 together. I think a lot of the sales is tanked not because of the game per se, but because Nintendo drama and a lawsuit. I don't think it's that either. I think what's happening is this is the only game where you know the version is like, so watch this, right? There are more niggas with a Switch 1 than there is a Switch 2, right? Nintendo just announced they're gonna be releasing more copies of the Switch 2 and then within the next couple of months, right? So that means that since there's more people with the Switch 1 than there is a Switch 2, and you know the Switch 2 version is the better version, and niggas know, oh hey, why would I get the inferior version? You're not gonna get, like, it's not gonna translate well. What did I miss? Kid, bro, Wicked, bro. Listen, Nintendo took down the Mewtwo and the Diancie video from earlier today, unfortunately. Is my camera okay, bro? Like, damn. Legends Arceus sold 6.5 on an install base that was much lower than ZA because there was a far less switches. Would you consider Legends ZA a Switch 1 title or a Switch 2 title? Because in my opinion, it's a Switch 1 title. It's a Switch 1 title. It's on Switch 2 because, think about this, right? The game was supposed to come out on the Switch 1 last year, right? Because of the Switch 1, they delayed the game and sold you another version. So ideally, watch this, right? If Legends, let's say Legends ZA came out last year, they would have sold you $10 for the upscale on the Switch 1 or on the Switch 2. You get what I'm saying? But at that point, fuck that. Let's sell both copies. It's just smart business. First of all, it's actually smart business. I gotta give them that though. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I knew that would happen when I saw the vids. Yeah, I did too. I want you to know I sat here and I was like, huh. I would not be surprised if they took them shits down. You know what I'm saying? But they did. Thankfully I didn't get striked. Thankfully I did not get striked. Yo, are you good? Camera. Is my camera not focused? Why is it not focusing? Is my camera clear to y'all? I don't know why it's not doing that. Whatever, that's fine. I don't know what's wrong with my camera these days, bro. This shit is it's the lens or something. It's like it's not autofocusing. I don't know. Whatever. To be honest, I have it on Switch 1 and it runs great. Way better than Scarlet and Violet, that's for sure. Scarlet Violet sold 10 million its first week. Fire though. I think we'll see by Boxing Day how well the Switch 2 and the ZA will sell. It might be too late, but that's when I think it'll actually sell. These kids nowadays are going to be growing up with the most trash Pokemon games. It's kind of sad. I agree. What's good, Prime, bro? The minute I saw those vids, I was like, oh, they getting jumped. Now, real talk. Hey, when I post those videos, I'm like, okay. Because in my mind, right? In my mind, the game is out. You can do whatever you want. You know what's weird about this though? Let's be honest though, right? Those videos got taken down, but the videos of niggas using modified inputs on a custom controller and teaching people and showing people how to do it are still up. That's all I'm seeing. I'm like, huh. So these niggas can show like an actual third party modded controller and show you the whole shebang and inputs and all that bullshit and exploit a bug in your game. But okay, it's fine. I get it. It's different in priorities or whatever. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense, bro. I guess at that point, fuck it. You know, you upload ROM hack videos, but may as well. Apparently, Pokemon Fan Cycle started with Swish. I hate Sword and Shield. Fuck Sword and Shield. To be for real, Scarlet and Violet was such a much worse game than ZA, in my opinion. I agree. I 100% agree with you. Modified inputs are different than unreleased content from the game. I agree. I agree. What's good, Katie? What's good, Katie? My goodness, dude. Damn it. Damn it. It sucks though, because now I'm like, damn, I kind of had a whole plan. I was gonna write out those videos for the next like couple of like weeks or whatever, and just like let that be for the rest of the week, and then just be like, all right, here I'll go. But now that that's out and about, super sucky, super sucky. But you know, it's Nintendo, bro. They can do whatever they want, bro. Say what you will about Scarlet and Violet. I had to blast those games. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I'm actually very envious of you. I love when people can like ignore dick and just, you know, enjoy things for what they are. It's funny how when the Gen 8 and Gen 4 remakes came out, I told myself I wouldn't get those games, not to support trash quality for them to his best selling Pokemon games. Amen. But no game is gonna be $30 Yeah, that's true. You know, you can use other platforms to post them. What? One of my guys is like, you should put it on TikTok, but I'm like, listen, man. Listen, bro. As much as I would like to do that, I just listen. I think I'm good with having a target on my back. Did you know there's a Crash Bandicoot animated series in the works at Netflix? What's good, Jumbo, bro? Where's my Mega Blaziken? I realized my boy got booted from the game. Well, he comes soon. He comes in the DLC. I do like how open Scarlet and Violet Arceus is compared to ZA. I agree. I do. I do wish we got like an actual Kalos game. We gotta just, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I don't know. It's open, sure, but a lot was empty aside from a few NPCs in Pokemon. What are you talking about? ZA? I mean, yeah, it's open, but there's no level scaling. Like Crystal Clear had level scaling. Crystal Clear is really great. That's a really good ROM hack. It's a really good ROM hack. What happened? I was smoking a Zaza. I see Nintendo did what? They took my videos down. Both of the 2 videos down. Are you gonna do a Digimon review video, or did you do one already? I mean, what is there to do? What is there to do a review on? We've been like 3 weeks away, or 4 or 5 weeks away from the thing. Any shot Mega Dimensions lets us leave the fuck ass city? No. No. No, you're gonna get an alternate version of Lumio City. You're gonna get new wild zones and unreleased Pokemon. That's all you get. ZA has major gameplay flaws, however, in terms of story, they really cooked. Even though the corporation seemed evil, it wasn't meaningful. Death ties to the previous game. I don't think the story is where the game shines. I think the characters are where like ZA is like I think characters and it's characters, music, and I guess the battling. I guess that would count towards gameplay, right? But I think that's kind of where those things shine. Scarlet and Violet and Arceus, it felt so empty in those games. Just huge terrains and mountains. I think that's fucking stupid. Scarlet and Violet, I can kind of see the complaint, but Arceus being nothing but open fields and mountains makes sense per the setting. It makes sense. I thought it came around when nah. That actually breaks my heart. Hate to break it to you. Yeah, Power World apparently sold 24 million copies. Which is interesting. Which is super interesting. I will say the storyline to get to rank B was horrible. What do you mean? What was rank B again? Rank B was the fighting nigga, right? Or was that what was that? Everyone had a lot of personality. I had a reason to care, remember all the characters. Yeah, that's true. That's 100% true. Playing Digimon right now, can confidently say I love them both. Time Stranger Legends EA. Yeah. What happened to the Mewtwo video? Got taken down. It was like 3 humans in a few areas, and then trainers being such a development and lore, you didn't fight them. I'm confused. Just like the pacing of the little tournament they had. Oh yeah, that's just Synth or just Synth. I don't know how you say her fuck ass name. I hate that shit. I love French people, but how they pronounce they shit is just not. It's just not P. It's not. It's I can't do it. It's just Son. You know. Ivor was D. I hate the new Pokemon open world thing. At least the way Pokemon Company does it. I like the linear routes. I can see. You know what? I think for me, I kind of think there is a balance. I think there is a balance for sure. to like do the open world thing, or if not do open world, at least like I don't know, open area. I don't mind having a hub town and then having like different areas and have those areas be like fleshed out like Legends Arceus was, but obviously, you know, if we're doing a more modern setting, have like more modern settings, you know. But I also think like if you're gonna do Scarlet and Violet's open world was kind of weird. That was a very weird thing. That was a weird thing to do. You should have, yeah, basically talk about gossip and shit. I'm glad you covered Digimon, got lots of new people in Digimon. Yeah, I'm happy about that too. That was the whole point. That was the whole point of it, you know. But I did kind of fuck up and add on to the Digimon versus Pokemon shit, which I didn't know was a thing at all. I just thought I was cool, you know. He was trying as hard as this, bro. Sword and Shield were fucking. So Sword and Shield, it's annoying because there was more effort put into like the wild zone than there was like the actual routes and shit. Like the routes were actual hallways, and I was like, all right, y'all got it, bro. I hated Scarlet and Violet's open world. I feel like they cut corners. Of course. What game do you think was more polished overall, Arceus or ZA? I think polished wise goes to ZA. I think content wise goes to Arceus. I think just the gameplay loop is better. Arceus not even closing age. Yeah. Going from V to F was fucking stupid. Okay, but that's my thing though is this, right? You do those same battles in the after game. Like you do the exact same amount of battles in the after game to get to the story, which I understand that some people's like very much padding, but I kind of would have liked newer characters if you were gonna do that. Like, right, I don't think rematching the same characters that you already battled in those rank rewards would be cool. You know what I'm saying? I think like, oh hey, like yeah, you can do like Ivor, you can do like Jason, you can do like what's her name, Lebony, like you can do those characters, but I don't think I should be fighting fucking the first guy or the second girl, the little ass kid again. That was kind of ass. You could have put at least like some cameos or something like that, or something like just something, you know? Because remember, that's 15 times of doing the rank rewards, and it's the same characters you've already fought like 20 times throughout the story. It's like, whatever, bro. Game Freak essentially takes their GBA style and makes it 3D and calls it open world. I agree. I hate Dex and regional Pokemon for sure. Yo, I feel like Pokemon drifted from what it was and focused too much open world stuff. We gotta think, you gotta be with the times, dude.
Digimon won't take down your videos, those you saying.
That is true. That is 100% true. Digimon did not take those videos down. I also, in rebuttal to the drifted away from what Pokemon is, though, I think Pokemon is, and just Nintendo in general, the unfortunate truth is this, right? The selling point for Nintendo are the exclusives and shit, right? And the truth of the matter is, in terms of how like the gaming industry is, and just how like games are done, Nintendo is essentially playing catch up, but they have the exclusives to kind of like strong arm the shit. So like, and let's say for instance, like a lot of what Nintendo does now is what Sony, is what Xbox does. but we have options to choose either between an Xbox Game Pass or Nintendo or PlayStation Plus or Steam or some shit or whatever, little like Steam Deck or whatever. You can do whatever you want. There's options, right? Because you can play these other games on multiple different platforms. Nintendo is doing what they're doing. They just have the exclusives. You can't touch exclusives, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like where they shine is like, okay, cool, we're already behind in terms of like the industry, but because we have the exclusives and the leverage over that, we have way more dominion over how we run this shit, if anything. So you're gonna pay, like if you want to play a Donkey Kong game, you can't go to Sony. You know what I'm saying? Because then you would have had to deal with the Sony business practices that they've already been doing for the last like 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And instead you get Nintendo, and I guess, you know, how you want to take that is how you want to take that. But I guess Pokemon is like, okay, cool. Nintendo is giving Pokemon however much money they can. And that's it, you know? Did you catch the No Limit and Cash Money versus? Yeah. Did you catch the hint of second death in the Pokemon post game? What you talking about? Oh, you mean the person that died that we don't see? Beating Zach again, he needs to lock in on his taxi career. Bro, facts. The game didn't deserve the title Legends. They're gonna stick to Legends. Well, it was supposed to be Pokemon Lugia and Ho-Oh. Or Pokemon Legends Lugia and Ho-Oh. That's what it was supposed to be, but you know. That's what it was supposed to be. But in terms of content, ZA is worse, I fear. What's up, Nick? Currently playing through ZA, and honestly, the game is decent, but to me, it feels like a well-polished demo. I can see why you say that. Look at the positives. We got a lot of gold clips off people getting jump scared in Digimon. Hey. No, the amount of people, you know it's bad when you know it's bad for ZA when like people are just done with the game now and it's just like, all right, I'm going back to Digimon, or all right, I'm going back to those Then We Battle videos, you know? It's like, got it. Heard you. Unlike Xbox, they facts. Always a give and take, exactly. What's good, Huddy? Unfortunately, wait, Carmi is out? Really? Carmi is out? What the fuck? Hold on. I'm so sorry, chat. I didn't know Carmi was out. Hold on now. Is it out officially, Ryzen? Hold on. I'm so sorry, chat. Is it out officially? Like, do I gotta re-download this bitch? I probably gotta re-download this bitch. Hold on, let me see. Oh wow. Okay. I probably gotta re-download a different APK for it probably. I didn't know the game was out. I didn't know Carmi was out. I will look into that later. My brother. Send me the APK if possible. Ryzen, I don't know if you're what happened? Nintendo took down both my my Diancie and Mewtwo video. That's why Power World lawsuit bothers people. Someone made their own Pokemon game to compete outside of exclusivity. Well, the truth of the matter is Nintendo, I hope they lose that lawsuit. Personally, I hope they lose that lawsuit. I really hope they lose that lawsuit, to be honest with you. Anybody with a brain has literally talked about that fucking shit and was like, yeah, that's a bad lawsuit. But, you know, because Nintendo, fuck it, we gonna just take this shit out. Sure. I hope they lose that shit. I guess they got too many era of gaming is changing. I agree. Well, yeah, I think too, gaming has always been an expensive hobby. We just got money. Like, that just is what it is, you know? We're the adults now, so we have to pay for it. But back then, gaming was expensive as fuck. Gaming was expensive as fuck back then. Gaming was expensive as shit. Game Boys and GameCubes were like $100 some, $200 some. Gaming was expensive as hell. We're just not the kids anymore. So the shit is expensive. The whole shit is expensive, you know? I would 100% taken that over what we got. Do you play any other games on the side? Of course, Anthony. What type of question is that? Of course. Of course. Maybe we need another company needs to take credit on a Pokemon game. Well, the problem is this, right? This is the truth. The truth is you wouldn't play it. That's the truth, right? Like I think the real truth of the matter is Pokemon has such a legacy with people that like Pokemon the brand is too strong. Like I saw a lot of people that were like, "Oh, I don't care how good this game is. It's not Pokemon." It's like, "Okay, cool. So you admit that it's the Pokemon brand that's carrying these type of games for you." Because let's be honest, if we're being 100% for real, all you hear from Pokemon fans is, "Yeah, this game is kind of fucking garbage, but I like Pokemon." It's okay, cool. So you admit that Pokemon is the selling point for you, right? The truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter if a game is good or not. They're just not. People aren't gonna give into it. Like, we had to sell Pokemon versus Digimon again for people to even be interested in Digimon Time Stranger. You know what I'm saying? We could just tell you, "Hey, Digimon's a great game. Go look it up." Niggas had to show you the gameplay side by side for you to be like, "Oh, yeah, I'd much rather just pay $70 for this game instead of this one." You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening.
NGL is a Gen 5 fan. I'm glad we didn't get a Pokemon Legends Kyurem game. BCRN, it would probably be half-baked.
I agree. I agree. I 100% agree. Thank you for the 5. Thank you for the 5. I 100% agree. I 1,000% agree with you. I'm actually very happy we got what we got, because to be honest with you, a Pokemon Legends Johto and a Pokemon Black and White in the past, if they would have came out like this, niggas would have been mad. Niggas would have been mad as fuck. Let's be 100% honest, bruh. Don't forget Animal coming out next year. That's true. What other new games have you gotten into recently? I just started Dispatch on the other channel. If anybody's interested in Dispatch. It's the new Telltale game. It was from the Telltale devs, but it's their new game. Shit look cool. Shit look kind of cool. Somebody bring back Spectro. Shut up. Pokemon and Nintendo have history and nostalgia. Are you gonna be more excited for a brand you know? Exactly, right? I personally would. The reason I can't play Pokemon type games is because it's not Pokemon. But if it's like a different dev studio made Pokemon, I'd buy it. But see, that's the issue. Nobody's gonna buy the games. Like nobody's gonna do it. Whatever, right? Like niggas love Persona, but Persona is just a more it's just what's the word, it's Shin Megami Tensei, and a lot of niggas aren't into that shit. You got to sell like a dating simulator for that shit to work. That's the truth. You got to get to those fans to make those type of games sell. Is the Mewtwo and Niantic DLC or just side quests? It's just a side quest. That's why the games are getting any better. Pokemon fans are taking off their Pokemon glasses. I agree. Straw Hat Pirate, you feel me? Let Atlas make a Pokemon game? Nah, it wouldn't be a Pokemon game. It would not be a Pokemon game, bro. But I don't. What is the difference between Pokemon games and Shin Megami Tensei? The branding. The branding. That's literally it. Pokemon is super simple. It doesn't take a. It's not complex at all. It's not like they don't have 1,000 fucking. Well, they do have 1,000 now. They do have 1,000 now, but you know, they don't have 25 million fucking gimmicks. They don't have 2,000 or 3,000 creatures that you can collect in the game. They just have, every game has like 200 to 400 or 500, and that's it, you know? What is Dispatch about? Haven't heard of it. So it's Invincible the game. It's Invincible the game, like an interactive type of Invincible story. Alice already showed why they can't handle Nintendo property. Have you played Digimon World Dust? Of course. Of course. Who would you give the Pokemon IP to developer wise? Monolith. I think Monolith Soft, the Xenoblade Chronicle guys are the ones I'd give this shit to. It's actually the perfect niggas. That's, to be honest, like, you know, we talk about like Legends EA. Niggas love the Legends EA battle system. That's just a very cookie cutter, half baked ass Xenoblade, like, you know. So just that ass, just Monolith, you know. My dream Pokemon game plays like Persona and looks like Digimon. I feel that. Make monster taming game. You want me to make a monster taming? Well, I'm not creative. My friends are though. My friends are making a new Pokemon like game. Let's just go check it out. Have you tried the new Ninja Gaiden game? I actually have it downloaded. I never played it. I haven't played it yet though. I will though on the XL channel soon. Tonight I'm recording episode 2 of Dispatch. I'm gonna upload that tomorrow because episode 3 and 4 comes out Wednesday. So I'm gonna have episode 3 out that Wednesday and episode 4 out that Thursday. That way we're all good. And then I think I'll do Ninja Gaiden. They said it's a new thing every week, so who knows what's gonna happen, right? Who knows? Speaking of Persona, where's that Persona 6? They're too busy giving you Persona 5 in like 3 different iterations, bro. What are you talking about? We're Shin Megami Tensei and Persona SMT has had a history of being some of the most difficult games. You're right. And their dream Persona is presented in a fun and lighthearted. That's true. By the way, people are playtesting Nuzlocke Rush for Digimon. Any thoughts of giving it a shot? A Nuzlocke for Digimon. I mean, if there's like a more established format, sure. What made What made it feel like an actual Pokemon game was Lysander's lab. That was one of my favorite parts of the game, actually. Y'all tripping major ball sacks. Y'all will buy Nintendo Game Freak, Pokemon Slap and Defend. Buying slop, then bitch complain about the simple fact that y'all bought into the slop and get big mad. You ain't even actually say an actual real sentence. That was not a real sentence whatsoever. You could have worded that way better. You could have worded that way better. All Nintendo needed to do was release a detachable screen to put on the top port of the Switch 2 so we can get our DS. I mean, that might be a good idea. It's weird to watch you on TV. No, why is it weird? Are you having a great time watching is the question, you know. That's the real question at hand. Dun, 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 dun. Slop must be word of the year for these rage baiters. It's just, I just don't understand. Like, I think what's funny though, is that if we're being honest, if we're being for real, if calling Pokemon games slop now has been like what it is, Pokemon's been releasing slop. Like that's if you're gonna call the modern Pokemon games slop when they're actively trying something different in every single game since the Switch has came out, then you should call the gens 1 through 5 slop, but you're not because you're dumb. You know what I'm saying? It's just dumb. It's just dumb. It can't be slop. It cannot be slop because people are talking about, oh, they're dropping the same game over and over again, but every game on the Switch is different. It can't be slop. That's actually not how that works. Do you think Pokemon should go back into making actual evil teams? Well, what the problem with evil teams is like there's only so much evil you can do in a kid's game to where it starts getting repetitive. Like, at what point are we gonna be like, all right, let's just start killing niggas, huh? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know, it's like we got it gets to a point, you know what I'm saying, that y'all will buy it for premium price and act like y'all want better quality monster taming game, but y'all know that y'all can make the game that y'all want to play, but y'all either keep. I need him to, if you're gonna type, please type in sentences, please. Pokemon is trying to be experimental, but they don't know what lane to pick, and yeah, I agree. But hey, I'm an adult now with disposable income. That $6 I spend will make it. Yo, real talk. You not listen. Whenever niggas talk about me, you know what I'm saying? I'll be in this bitch like, hey, I have the money. I have the money to buy a $60, $70, $80 game. It is what it is. We did get Volo, who was pretty close to that. Yes, true. That's true. Does Pokemon need to take notes or be at the same level as Expedition 33 is an anomaly. I don't think people understand Expedition 33 is like the ultimate like fluke game. I remember when that game got shown off and niggas were shitting on Expedition 33. I remember that. Niggas did not fuck with Expedition 33 whatsoever. Then it comes out and it just happens to be a good game. And all of a sudden now we like it. You know, now the world loves it and it's this big fucking juggernaut now. It's $40, so it's like, you know, hella friendly towards the player base. It just does everything right. And like Expedition 33 should not have happened. That's not a real game. That's not a real game. Like by today's standards, that game should not exist. Shit, Hollow Knight Silk Song should not exist. There's a lot of games that should not exist, but they do. So, you know, I think like Expedition 33 is an anomaly. That's just a different type of thing entirely, you know. Alestra's Awakening hit 800K. I saw. I don't need an evil team as the antagonist. I need a compelling antagonist, whether they're doing it for the love of evil or for good reasons. Just make me care about them. I agree. I do agree. I like Team Skull. But Team Skull is not an evil team. It's not an evil team, technically. They're just wild kids, you know? Zia had the perfect opportunity to do an environmentalist evil team when you think about it. Well, yeah, of course. That's what niggas thought the Quetzaltinko Inc. people were, but we get the game and it's just not that at all, you know? It's just not that. It's just like when I got the game, I was sitting like, damn, Jet and Vinny, they don't do shit. I'm like, these niggas don't do shit at all this entire story. Okay. You know, it is what it is. I think, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I saw no trailers. For me, Expedition 32 was the wildest stealth drop for an RPG this year. Oh, that's crazy. You were in the loop. I had a theory about Legends ZA, and I want to ask you, do you think wild zones exist because outside of the city, the routes are being affected by climate changes? Well, that's what's happening, right? Like, it's like, oh, hey, what's his name? Angie or Ange or Ange? The power is bringing all those Pokemon, and they're all migrating to the city, and it's causing them to, like, mega evolve against their will and shit. You know? And hey, it's like, damn, we kind of got to do something with these niggas, you know? We got to do something. Put them somewhere, you know? Remember the evil team in Sword and Shield? Nah, yo, don't remind me of those niggas, bro, because they were actual fucking garbage. Horrible. Pimpkin releases tomorrow? Yeah, I know. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Allergies on 10 today. It's bad, y'all. I'm sorry if y'all heard that. I apologize. That was bad. My fault. My favorite villain team is Team Rocket and Team Plasma. I fuck with you. I get that. I thought Quetzaltico was gonna be some Quasartico. My fault. Was gonna be some twist evil reveal. No, they're just being, yeah, they're extremely helpful. So what type of PG villainy could Pokemon explore in a game that was never done before but could and should? Because now with L, seems like they just want to forgive bad guys. Well, the problem with Lysander and like AZ ultimately is that like nobody on the scale of those two have done what those two have done. Like, let's be 100% honest here. It's implied that like all these evil teams have like done some dark shit to get to where they're at. They actually tell you, hey, this nigga AZ killed a bunch of fucking people in Pokemon, took their life source and made a weapon to then kill more niggas. And it's like, all right, cool. Now you're cursed with eternal life. Bitch ass nigga, you are cursed to live the rest of your life like that. And it was until recently where we're like, okay, cool. You know, when they make amends or like make peace with themselves or whatever, when they right their wrongs, that's when like the curse has been lifted, right? Lysander, his problem was this nigga he tried to play God. It's like, nah, bitch ass nigga, nah. No. Go collect these Zygarde cells. Okay, my fault. Yeah, I thought so, nigga. And now he has to linger until he finds his way to help the world and shit now, which we will find out what happens and shit, right? But for the most part, none of these evil teams have done anything blatantly. Like they haven't done anything. They haven't done shit at all, you know? And it's implied a whole bunch of things. Like Getsis just happened to raise one of the Harmonic children, and he almost got close to doing so. You know what I'm saying? Lusamine, it depends on what version of Lusamine you kind of want to like consider is like canon. I don't know, but like Lusamine, she got infected by Pokemon essentially, and or she tried to save the fucking world. One of the legendary Pokemon or one of the Ultra Beasts came and tried to take the sun over. You know, Giovanni was a mafia boss. Archer is a bitch. Maxie and Archie, they got too close to the fucking sun. Cyrus, he got what he wanted. He got what he wanted technically. Rose is a fucking idiot. We don't know what the fuck happens to Volo. We don't know what the fuck Volo wants. That nigga just wants to see Arceus. That nigga just wants to see Arceus. He wants to catch Arceus. You know? And then here in Legends ZA, it's just, oh, we're just cleaning up what these niggas caused. You know? And then in Legends Galar, it's the darkest day. In whatever future iteration, it's gonna be I guess the same traditional versus futuristic shit again. Who knows what happens, you know? Who knows what happens? You know when you're meant to do something and you forget while you're working, so you click on the YouTube and see next streaming. What's good, Doc? I don't know, Josh. Based off the anime, it's the Ocean Ultra Moon technically canon, probably. Yeah. Lusamine was so evil that every other version had to be defanged. No, facts, bro. Sun and Moon Lusamine was so fucking twisted that she's not like that in any other iteration of anything. Like, she's not like the version of Lusamine you got in Sun and Moon is a one-of-a-kind villain that we'll just never see again. We'll just never see again. And it sucks too, because I like Lusamine way more than any other villain in the Pokemon series. Like, well, Sun and Moon Lusamine got it. She is like fucking deranged. Like, the nigga y'all think Getsis is, that's Lusamine. Like, dead ass. Dead ass for real. Real talk. What if Volo's behind everything? That's my headcanon. I think that nigga Volo's a fucking demonic entity. I want to fight that nigga again. I want to beat his fucking ass. Real talk. I want to see that nigga again. Lusamine can get it though. I can fix her. Yeah. This nigga think he me. This nigga think he me. Maybe Volo appears in the Gen 10 games. Well, I would hope so. I would hope they reuse Volo again, but the problem is with Volo is that, like, the unfortunate truth is, I think what's gonna happen is, and this is my biggest fear. This is my biggest fear with the Legends games. I think that we're never gonna see Volo again, and if we do, it's gonna be like him just doing like some miscellaneous shit. Like, and he's not gonna be on some evil timing shit. He's just going to be just somewhere where he's not supposed to be, and it's gonna be a cameo. You know what I'm saying? I think that, oh hey, him giving his Arceus clothes away to the museum, they might use that as a means to like never utilize that character again. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, we're done. He gave up. It's all right. Well, sure, whatever. That's my biggest fear with Volo, is that they might just deadass just leave his arc right then and there. Like, we're done. Like that. Like, the purpose for the museum was to let that character go. By the way, Digimon fans don't care about Pokemon that much to go out. I agree. Lucamiki, I already read that. Guess is willing to slime a child over losing in the first guy. He's insane. I know, but Lucy means better. I hope we get some multi-dimensional Rainbow Rocket stuff. Nah, I don't think we're touching Rainbow Rocket. Rainbow Rocket, it's funny because Rainbow Rocket could have, like, Giovanni, that version of Giovanni could have been Volo. Dead ass. You guys get Lucamine. I can get Lilithmon. Oh yeah, you need actual help. The thing with Volo is that because he's Celestica, he thinks he's a higher right to meet Arceus because his bloodline. I agree. I agree. I 100% agree. So far, the most popular speculation is that Gen 10 game will be set in the Alola region. Well, I hate this. I had to burst your bubble, but Gen 10's already been leaked. We're not going to Alola. We're not going to Alola, bruh. Gen 10's already been like butchered at this point. Pokemon tends to edge us with lore and leaving us hanging with half-baked plots. I agree. I 100% agree. Remember the whole Fallers thing? Well, the problem with the Fallers thing is that, like, I think that I think in regards to the Fallers that did show up, we pretty much got closure for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, what's her face? Annabelle? You battle Annabelle and she tells you everything that happens or whatever, and that's it, right? Looker, you see him. It's whatever, and it's implied that, like, he's Hoopa, he came through the Hoopa, whatever. We just don't know what the fuck happened to him, whatever. Moan gets his closure in the Usum game, which is really, really fire. Really, really dope. And I mean, that's it. Like, we don't have a lot of Fallers to begin with. I could use some help. What is a good team against Tawny and ZA? What is a good team? Nigga. That easy ass game. You're not a damn team for. Plot twist, Volo is the mayor of Lumio City. Hey. And the person AZ built Angie for, that's my theory. I said Volo is the guy that AZ built that fucking thing for. It was like, oh yeah, 1,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago, a random ass nigga just came out of nowhere and told me about some shit. Okay. A nigga of great power, right? Okay. Got you. The thing with Volo is that he specifically said, you'll see me again. So it made you think he was going to be utilized again. Maybe the clothes and museum is a misdirect. But that's the thing too, right? That same thing could be applied for the Giovanni shit, right? The Giovanni shit, you know, last time we saw Giovanni, once you stopped him, that nigga smirked and walked off the screen. You know, Giovanni is still somewhere to be found. Then they put the nigga in Masters EX. And that's it, you know? Something I really liked in the Legends games that we didn't get any of the evil team BS. Except the really, yeah, I agree. I agree. Gen 10's finally the one. We say that all the time, bro. We say it all the time. I just want the Josh line to get a third Evo. Nah, I guess. Cynthia got to meet Volo. That'd be cool. That'd be cool as hell. Plot twist. Pokemon stories and Pokemon pieces. Digimon, you need help. So much potential with Volo. I hope so. I hope they keep him around. Without Maple is complaining the real villain is the mayor. I agree. He said however many centuries. Also Giovanni Props comes back. He's literally. I don't think we're seeing them niggas. I don't think we're seeing them niggas ever again, bro. I think I don't think we see them niggas ever again, bro. I just think that those characters, because the thing about Pokemon is that Pokemon, they do all this thing with like, a lot of it's just supposed to be like implied, right? So unfortunately, while yeah, you know, while yeah, they could make an overarching villain, it's just easier to put them niggas inside spin-off games. And that's the unfortunate truth. I just got here what happened. Nintendo took down my Mewtwo and Diancie video, unfortunately. Probably seeing Volo in the DLC. What if Volo does pop out with Hoopa? And maybe that was Hoop, and maybe Volo's Hoopa is the one that was doing all that shit in Oris. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? That'd be cool. That'd be super cool. That'd be super fucking cool. Gen 10 might be No Man's Sky 2.0 for being honest. Well, that's what the leaks are saying. That's what the leaks are giving. Not gonna lie, I'm on the game now and checking out the clothing options. This shit kind of mid, not gonna lie. You gotta be a girl and or a gay. I feel like the gays and the girls have like the best clothing options for that type of shit. Any outfit I've seen from like a gay dude or like a girl, they kind of eat that shit up. I ain't gonna hold you. What the girls do, you know? Clock it, you know what I'm saying? They kind of ate, you know? My shit kind of smooth, no, nothing too crazy. I got a real calm fit. Is making Ash Greninja an X mega form a missed opportunity? Let's make Ash Greninja a Z form. You know? Those confirmed. Shut up. They got drip, I can't lie. You see the poses. No, facts. I like Tyler the Creator there for the outfits and ZR peak. No, facts. Because a lot of Tyler the Creator's early or just outfits, apparel or whatever is all like French inspired anyway. So like it's a really good base to go off of, you know? But yeah, it does suck. It does suck that those videos got taken down. I'm very, very sad those videos got taken down. But I mean, it's okay. I think it's cool. I might re-upload those videos when they give us a date, and on that date, I might do the fucking thing, you know? I might re-upload them, or I might just do a whole brand new video. Cause now at that point, by the time we get the DLC, my Switch 2 save files should be 100%ed. I'm like 500 battles, and that's it in my Switch 2. So is Streamlabs fucked up? Did you donate? Did you do something? If you did, I ain't get, you know. The only thing that popped up were the super chats. So I don't even know. We should do a group fit check. That'd be gas though. That'd be gas. What's you guys' favorite Tyler album? Comment if you get lost. Any estate sale. The whole shit. Yeah. That shit. That's my shit. I tried to put 15 but denied my shit. You can do the website. Do the $10 website thing. That way it saves you $5, right? And you just put the 10 on that, you know? Estate Sale is heat. I like Igor. Igor cool. It's a shame they're locking Kalos, Megas, Mewtwo, and Diancie behind limited time events. I agree. I do agree. Because what's funny about that though, right, is I think that's what's gonna happen is they actually might put Diancie and Mewtwo behind, like, oh hey, you get to so-and-so rank in this season, and then you'll be able to get the Diancieite and the Mewtwoite, and that will unlock the side quest or whatever. Which is fucking crazy, because that would be so disgusting. That'd be so disgusting, bruh. That would be fucking crazy, bro. But I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. I think they will do some shit like that. It sucks though, because I spent like 2 or 3 hours on that Mewtwo and Diancie video. Those videos did so well. I maybe lost like $100-something on those fucking videos being taken down. Real talk. Damn it, I'm sad, bruh. That was an easy $120-something dollars on that shit. That sucks, dude. Oh well. Oh well. Chromacopia is a good pick. The Gen 4 starters need something new. Well, we can hope. We could hope. Which videos got taken down? My Mewtwo and my Diancie video got taken down. The site doing this dumb shit. I don't know, Static. It might be your your card, your provider. Call the bank, my G. Call the bank, bro. Is Legends ZA sales up because female characters and gameplay? Huh? Loki hate the fact that X and Y characters are hardly mentioned or shown. Yeah, I agree. I do agree with that. But I mean, nobody cares about those characters, unfortunately. $500 for a Switch 2 plus $70 game and $30 DLC and Nintendo Switch Online. Super hell that game free. Nah, real talk. I just tried something else and it worked. Huh. That's weird. Try becoming a member on here, Static. You know? Or maybe upgrade the do the shit over here. Is Pokemon Dash good? I haven't played that game in a decade, gang. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Who just cashed at me? Yo! We better see you at PAX East? Bruh. I don't even think I was going to PAX East. I was going to DreamCon. Is this you, Static? I think DreamCon was the only trip that I had planned for next year. That and the Chicago Museum, which, by the way, I would hope and I want them to hurry up and drop the dates for, so I can buy a ticket or something, you know? Plus, I think unfortunately, I think Boston and the Pokemon shit are gonna like intertwine, unfortunately, so I might not be able to do PAX, which does suck, but it is what it is. Let's see what freaks ruined DreamCon this year. It's always some bullshit. In lore, isn't Callum in Canada the strongest Mega Evolution user? Yes, but he's not here, you know? Do you think they could have swapped out one of the Johto starters in ZA? Yeah, they could have, but they didn't. Come on, you know how this shit goes. We're looking for the strongest Mega Evolution user, but doesn't hit the champion. Nah, real talk. Real fucking talk. You know what's funny about that bullshit too? That nigga, even if Diantha's not there, Lysander is literally walking around in public. Get this nigga to do it. What the fuck are we doing? Where's Diantha? I think in the game she's doing some acting shit. Or she's retired or some shit. I know 2 of the Elite Four is retired, which is what was said. And I mean, I think Sigmund would probably be the only one that's probably around, right? Lysander's punishment was to do the collectathon we endured in Alola. So that's what's crazy, right? So that's what's nuts. Okay. Let's get into some lore shit. Let's get into some lore, right? Because essentially what's happening is, right? The shit that the player does in the games never happened. So you, the Sun and Moon protagonist, you never collect the Zygarde cells. Lysander does, right? You also never catch the Mewtwo. Team Flare does. Very interesting shit that they're trying to do in this game, right? Because in this game, it's almost like the characters never existed. They never did like the collecting shit. You just won the championship and that was it. So imagine going through all of Alola without collecting a single Zygarde cell. That is your journey. Right? And imagine in X and Y, you never catch Mewtwo. But somehow X and Y protagonist gives AZ. That's no. The Lucario that you get from AZ is Korrina's Lucario. Remember, there's 2 Lucarios. Remember, there's 2. You take one of them. The other one is kept with her. She gives that one to him. Which begs the questions, what happens to Korrina? Lord knows what happens, you know. But Diantha's busy acting for fake taxi. Yo, Nando. You are disgusting. You are a nasty nigga. But I know what you are. I know what the fuck you are. You nasty. You are a nasty fuck. I know what you are. Pokemon always likes to do the decanonized stuff. In Unova, Cynthia speaks of the trainer who faced Giratina, implying DP isn't canon, Platinum is, and only Platinum. Yeah. Being a protagonist in Pokemon, beat the champion, become the new champion, and basically your character will accept blue and red. Yeah, basically, you kind of just do the generic, become the champion, beat the evil niggas, and go. You don't do the optional shit. You don't do that at all. True, because he did say she. Yeah, and if you check the OT for that Lucario, it's Korrina. So unfortunately, there's a whole bunch of like things that we just never do. Which it sucks so much because I would love another Pokemon Red moment. Like I saw somebody say some shit where it was like, oh, I wish Pokemon had that fire again. And like low key, same. I wish they said, fuck it. Here's the nigga from the previous game. And this nigga's a monster. Level 80s, level 90s. He's the final battle. Beat the fuck out of this nigga if you can. Like imagine and this goes back to one of my complaints about like the 15 levels in the ZA Royale post game shit, right? Is that like you rematch all of the same characters when it's like, okay, cool. Since we're technically the I guess the strongest nigga in the city, why doesn't that attract other niggas to participate in the ZA Royale in Kalos? It would have been so cool if in the after game you fought Valerie and she's like, oh, I heard about what you did out here. I'm sorry we weren't able to help. I was doing this on the side or some shit. Let's battle. And you fight her and it's an all fucking, it's a level 60, level 70 fairy team or some shit. Fire. You battle fucking Corinna and she's like, hey, what's up? And she hints at you going to do the Lysander or the AZ shit. Like, did you explore the hotel after AZ passed away? You should probably do that. Then she has the Mega Lucario from the MC. And that's okay, wait a minute, hold on now. Let me go to the hotel and explore. Cause that's completely optional, right? The whole shit is so optional for you to go back to the fucking room and see the fucking thing. That would have been so cool. And then let's say, okay, bam, you do the 20 wins. It's just some shit. At 25 or 30 wins, you fight Callum and what's her face. Holy shit. What the fuck is this nigga doing here? What the fuck? That would have been so cool, but it's just missed opportunities on Game Freak's part. I think missed opportunities, bro. Especially when like you fight Corbeau like twice, but you fight Kanari like 4 times in the game, and I get it. She's supposed to be like what's the character, the Hatsune, whatever the shit. I get what she's for, but it's like, god damn. God damn. Fighting Sycamore because he retired? Well, no. Sycamore's apparently, this is text in the game. Sycamore and what's the name of that nigga? Sycamore and what's his name are in another region studying. We might see Sycamore in Gen 10. We might see Sycamore in Gen 10. We might see Sycamore in Gen 10. Who knows what happens? Who knows? Who knows? Trevor? Yeah, it's Trevor. Sycamore and Trevor in a whole new region studying some other shit. He resigned from this. He resigned from his position here as this region's professor and went off somewhere else. We don't know where. We don't know where. But I also wonder though, if Lysander was the one that was collecting the Zygarde cells and cubes, was he the one? Was it him that met Dexio and Senna instead of us? Because they're still in Alola technically. So what if it was him that was wandering around and it's like, oh shit, you're Lysander. What the fuck? Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm here. But you know what? But you know what's funny about that? What's funny about that, right, is they can do so much with X and Y. Because if anybody remembers the leaks, we might be going back to Kalos again. In the past though. Not here, but in the past. So who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows what's gonna be happening? What videos did they take down? So Nintendo took down the Mewtwo and the Diancie stuff. I'm calling it right now. The DLC is giving us custom mega rings and throwing animations. Probably. So another Legends game? Yeah, basically. That's what they said. That's what they said. You know? But I'm so interested to see what they do now. Because to be honest with you, like, they introduced this whole bunch. Like, and honestly, you know what it is. 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 I gotta call a spade a spade. I gotta call a spade a spade. Maybe we're too fucking deep into Pokemon. Like, we're in like the subsection of Pokemon niggas. We're not casuals. You know what I'm saying? We're not casuals. We're not like the outside niggas, the normie niggas. We're not them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we're just thinking way too deep into it. Maybe we're just like, you know. But in my mind, it's like, you know, you've introduced all these concepts and ideas. There is a way. You know what I'm saying? There is a way to connect all this bullshit. And maybe we're fucking insane. Maybe we're a slight autistic. Who knows? You know, who knows? We're treating, bro, exactly, right? We're treating Pokemon like it's Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like, maybe we're too deep into it, but in my mind, Pokemon is an RPG. I'm an RPG nigga. Like, I'm one of the niggas. Let me tell y'all what type of nigga I am. I'm one of the niggas that knew Final Fantasy X was a futuristic Final Fantasy VII. I'm one of them niggas. My fault? Am I off? Yes. I never told niggas I'm not a sane individual. I'm not a sane fuck. I'm not sane. But excuse me for being very passionate, very into the things that I consume. You know, I'm sorry for being too into it. I'm sorry. I do the same thing with everything I do. I do the same thing. Same thing with Star Wars, Harry Potter, everything. It's bad. It's bad. And maybe some of these concepts in these games are just supposed to be taken at surface level. Maybe. Does this game take place before or after? So after. I like RPGs, but I do play a lot of Pokemon and other games as well. Did you see that Legends ZA had the 4th best-selling first week of any Pokemon game in history? Interesting. Pokemon makes games or stories a secondary. Their lore is like Play-Doh, not cement. I agree. Fuck it, I'm gonna get hired by Pokemon. They need to hire me. They need to hire me. Real talk. I can do the whole. I turn this bitch into Final Fantasy. Yo, I'm sorry. It's bad. Make me the Legends director. Hire me as Pokemon Legends creative director. I make this whole shit make sense. Make whatever game you want to make for the next generations and shit. Fine. Let me get the past games so we can make all this shit make sense. There's a way to do it. It's bad how it's bad. It's so bad, dude. Being passionate is fine, just means you care. Yeah. Care a little bit too much, unfortunately. Nigga gonna have us time traveling or something. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. They just gotta make the Adventures manga timeline more important to me. Does anyone find it funny that people could survive a Dragonite Hyper Beam? Because if the guy who was hit by Hyper Beam Gen 2 is still alive, well, that nigga might have died in that game. I'll be honest with you, because like when you talk to him, it's just a dot. It's just a dot. That nigga might have died, bruh. Because in the manga, Lance explodes the whole fucking thing. So it's like, all right, well, nigga might just kill somebody. Excuse me, my goodness. All right. So listen to me, chat. It was great talking to y'all. but I do want to go and chill out somewhere. I'm not sure if how long she's gonna be alive for. Alive? My goodness, live for. But go raid my friend, go run her up, or whatever. I will talk to you, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, later. I'm about to go terrorize my friend in her stream. Go run up her shit. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I will talk to you later. Bye. Boom, 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 boom.